importing a question bank, and adding questions randomly to a quiz from that question bank. Starting in your course shell, click on the Course Management gear icon, go to the second column, Question Bank, and choose Import. Now you must know the file format of the question bank that you're going to create. The most common are Aiken for files that you create yourself in a word processor or text editor. Those would be multiple choice and true and false. Blackboard is commonly used. The next most common is the Moodle XML format. This is the native format for Moodle, which is JetNet. Next, you have to locate the file. You can choose the file or you can drag and drop. Once the question file is in place, you then click the Import. Parsing questions, importing 44 questions from the file. So now, if we again go to our course management and we go to the question bank, we arrive in questions. We see Chapter 1 multiple choice questions now. There are 44 questions in this that I just imported from the question bank. Commonly, these are downloaded from your textbook publisher. Now in this case, I've chosen a question bank that is all multiple choice questions. You could also choose true and false. And these are questions that are easy for the JetNet tool to grade. Now that we have questions for our for our quiz, now we're going to create the quiz. I'm going to go back to my main course, turn editing on, choose where I want this quiz to be, add activity or resource, choose quiz, click on the add button, give it a name, directions can go here, you can provide the configuration as normal and then hit save and return to course. Now my quiz is here. Keep in mind that the quiz is separate from the quiz questions. So when I go in here, there are no questions. I must edit the quiz. You'll see the edit the quiz here. You will also find that here in the gear. Now you can set the maximum grade here. Finally, click down here to add questions. We're going to choose random question. We're going to tell it where to find those questions, Chapter 1 multiple choice questions that I just imported. You can go through and you can look at all of the questions if you want. You can choose how many questions you want to have drawn randomly, and then click this Add a Random Question. You'll now see that you have in your quiz the 10 spaces for random questions. Each time the quiz is generated, these questions will be drawn randomly from that question bank. You don't have to hit the save button unless you change this number. I can go back to my quiz. I can attempt it. So now I can preview it. And that's how you import questions from a question bank right into JetNet and then create a quiz that draws randomly from that question bank.